This is Kevin Gamertag Manager. I'm bringing you part 10 of my Stuntman Ignition Let's Play. And we're back in Overdrive, and we're starting out on a motorcycle, and I was having a lot of trouble getting my Dazzle to actually record this game without dropping a ton of frames. And it will drop a couple in the second mission I do, and that'll be part of the second, or the next one after this one as well. But after that it stopped crapping out on me all the time, and I recorded a bunch at once, so it should be good. But I was getting really pissed at it because I'd gotten earlier I had done a 4-star play of this one, and it had shit all over that recording, so I was super pissed because I was having trouble with this one. But then I got it working, and I'm gonna string this one and get a 5-star on it, and that made me super happy. Now this one was pretty tough because and you're going to see that in a couple of the other ones I post, is that this game has a certain path you should take to be able to do it. Here's where I was fucking dying all the time in this one, is doing that. I always hit that one. There I hit the time that one just right so I get my, time the wheelie just right so I keep the streak going and string it and nail it out, and it just felt really good when I finally managed to do that. But there's just a lot of invisible pathways which are the right way to go that the game kind of forces you to take. With the worst way they do it is with the way the other cars in the scene are driving, so they kind of force you to go left or right when you don't want to be going that way at all. And it gets really frustrating when you're on a really good run and then you get to this point and you're like, this is how I want to line this up, and then the game's like, no, fuck you, this is how we want you to do this, and do it right, so you should start doing it our way. Now here's the scene where it's going to drop some frames. I'm not sure in which one it does it in these failure ones, or if it's spread out slowly over it, but I know it dropped a bunch when I finally managed to do good in this scene and finish it off for once, and that drove me nuts too. And there, if you saw the scores, they went by really fast. So like how to get 4 stars, it's like 1 million. And this scene just has a ton of shit to do and ways to get points. Yeah, you can't really see that one on the left. That one's for whooping and hollering. There you get one for like advertisements for Aftershock, all the other movies you're doing. There's one at the end, which you won't see yet, for Night Avenger, which is one I haven't played yet, the Batman movie. And that one's the last one, so it's going to be a while. After this one, I go back and start doing the lava mission one again, and those ones turned out fairly well. But here's the big one in this one. Here's a lot of precision driving. Here's the big stunt that it taught me to do beforehand. Oh yeah, there it dropped a whole shit ton of stuff right at once, and it's killing me. Thank God this run sucked, or I'd be super pissed. But yeah, you just have to stop, then you have to back up and do that reverse 180 there, which I've had down fairly well in rehearsals, and I did it really well the first couple of times before it didn't want to record stuff, before this time when it was deciding not to record stuff that well, where I was nailing that reverse 180 all the time, and it gave me trouble the first time I played the game, and that's still kind of one of the tricks that gives me trouble. But I started doing it really well, and then I get into this one, and I know there are a couple of times where I just keep messing that one up. There's a couple of other places I mess up farther on in this one. See how well I do that here. I think I just don't stop in time. Yep. Which is rough, and then I go out a little too far, which otherwise that's perfectly well done stunt like they want me to do. It just didn't do it in the area they wanted me to do it in. And here this one was always giving me trouble because there are a lot of cars on this map because you're always driving on real roads. And unlike a lot of the other ones, this one just has a ton of fucking cars. So you've really got to be precise. You've got to be lined up with where you have to go for the next stunt before you do it. Here's the other part that was giving me trouble. Do I do it right here? A lot of the time I was going way too far to the right on that one, and it was flipping me over. There I missed that. I missed it by like nothing. So I could have swore I hit him. There's a couple of times where I did it. Like earlier in this run, there's where I had to get close to weapon fire, and I could have swore I was right on it, but missed it. But this is one. There you can see the scores better. 1 million, and then string it, and like 400,000 gets you 3 stars, and there's just so much stuff to do. And like you can see, once I pull this 180 and I go inside, and when I'm in the alleyways, like going up the stairs, no, I didn't do it so much there, but you can rack up a ton of close points, especially in those alleys, because there's the walls on both sides. There's always cans and boxes and shit just strewn about on those places. And it just makes it really easy to rack up points, which is why they want you to get 1 million. And there you can see me going too far to kind of keep my string together, and it takes me off the line I need to run as well. That's my fault, not the game's, but there are times where the game wants you to do stuff that isn't really the most efficient way to run the path. See, there, that 180 I felt was sloppy, but they allowed it, so I'll take it. And right here I found this is one of the easier ways to do it, was just to ignore hitting that SUV, because it kind of takes you, at least the way I was hitting it, takes me out of where I want to be. So it wasn't really effective to keep this run going. Well, here I just get in a clusterfuck of cars, and I fall way behind, and that's gonna hurt me there in this one. I think I'm already too late to hit. Nope. Okay, I guess that time was different. But yeah, when I kept flipping on that sign, it makes you too slow to hit that SUV, and then that just completely takes you out. Here, there's a little S curve, I guess, and I was drifting too hard on the first one to be able to do that one really well. Oh, I think here we're gonna see the actual final end of the run too. Like here's the end, and then there's this action thing, and I must have hit it too soon and then too late, so I don't get it. But you just you turbo into that last car. So coming up, we're going to have the last run in this one. I'm going to fail again, but I promise in the next one I will succeed at doing this task eventually. And I do it fairly well. I think it's a 4 stars, which isn't too bad. This one is... I don't know if I can manage to string this one just because there's so many different things for me to pull off. I don't know if I can just have that good of a run without being really angry at the game. I don't think it was helping that I was already really mad at my computer for not wanting to record stuff for a while either, before it finally pulled itself together and let me start getting some stuff going on. But this is a crazy level going on. There's a helicopter firing missiles at you, and you're just a detective going after a drug dealer. I find it hilarious how crazy it is, and this is one of the crazier movies. It's kind of like the 70s cheap movies, and it's ridiculous, and hopefully the trailer recorded right. If not, I'm definitely going to try and record that one again, because the trailer for this movie is just hilarious and awesome. And it's just so much fun and ridiculous and over the top, and it's hard not to love. So here comes the end of this one, and here showing you how I flip my car. And it just puts you too slow behind, and here I can't do this turn either, and I fail to hit that, so it's all over. But next time I'll do a little bit better, and there'll be a little less jumpiness in the filming.